Hey everyone, Stoffel the Badger here. It's Friday, lunchtime, and looks like my zone, once again might be a little bit oversaturated. I know that a lot of the dashers schedule out because people do this part-time, obviously, and they schedule out around lunchtime or dinner time. That's when it's the busiest. That's when you can make the most money. And that's when things get oversaturated. So around lunchtime, what I like to do is turn my shopping orders on as well, and then knock out a couple large shopping orders, get in the algorithm, and then go with that through the day, knocking out some shopping orders with some food orders in between. And then around dinner time, I like to turn my shopping orders off and see if I can get some nice large catering orders with dinner. And if that doesn't work, go back to shopping. It's going 8 miles for $15.50, and then I'm probably going to drive about 6 of those miles back to get into the zone. So pretty much $1, a little over $1 a mile. Not too great, but you know what? It's going to get me in the system here. It's my first order of the day, and I can make that money in 30 minutes. So bam, bam, bam. We're still looking at, $30 an hour if we keep getting orders like that throughout the day. So here we go. First drop off. Well, I got my first drop off ordered and completed. That one was to the CCC, the California Conservation Corps. And what those guys do is they help with firefighting in the area and in the region and even outside the region. So I talked to the customer, and a really good kid, and he was very respectable and said they went down to Los Angeles and saw the devastation there and helped with some cleanup and stuff like that. And they'll be getting ready for this next fire season in our area, of course, once it warms up. And you know what? It worked out great. Not only did he tip me $8 on the app, but he pulled 2 5s out of his wallet and tipped me another 10 cash. So really respectable man, and that was nice of him to do that, because I know that those guys are short money, and we really appreciate the CCC. So thank you, boys and girls. Keep it up. Much appreciated. All right, guys, we're heading back into the zone here. We're about 5 minutes out. We got our second order of the day. It's just after 1 o'clock, sitting around waiting there for a minute on some orders, and sure enough, we got our first shopping order of the day. $25.69 for Save Mart, 18 items, 1.5 miles. This is a really nice order. It's gonna have a good tip on it. So I'm gonna go in there, knock out the items, time myself, see where we're at, and get back to you guys here on this shopping delivery. So now I'm in the food catering algorithm and shopping. So I think that's a good sign for a Friday. All right, let's get it. All right, so here we are on Auburn Ravine, and we got quite the statues here. Some Indian statues, quite interesting. As you can see, and this is where they actually first discovered gold in 1849. One of the first locations, 1849 Auburn Ravine. They've got those Indian statues. They've been there for years. The naked statues there. Pretty cool, All right, guys, we are pulling into Save Mart. Knock out these 18 items. And I really need a GoPro camera so I can show you. Load it up. Knocked out that order. Almost made $27 and probably about 40 minutes. And I did a little videoing anyhow with my phone, which slowed me down a little bit, but just to make it interesting for now. Then got another hit here, CVS for $10. Going like 4 miles. Just got to grab like 3 quick items. You know, when I'm doing some of these grocery orders, I kind of set a limit, like don't take any shopping offer that is not at least 10 bucks, or, you know, unless I can just go in and grab one item for like 8 or 9 bucks and it's right next door, then obviously I would do it. So there's always circumstances where, you know, you got to make the money and break those rules, but usually I try to stick to the $10, nothing under 10 bucks if I'm going into a grocery store for you, shopping for you, and delivering it to your house. All right, we're gonna knock out this next CVS order, get that delivered. Right, here we are in town, and there's the original courthouse, and there's the old bridge crossing. Pretty cool bridge crossing there. And the courthouse. There you go, Caitlin. Enjoy it. That's not the house? Well, what house is it? If that's not the house. That's where GPS took me. One 2720. Oh no. Okay, so that was interesting. I just dropped off that Taco Bell order, and GPS led me to that house, and they right down that driveway, and they had their gate open, so I thought for sure that was the house, because they left a message about the gate code being there, and then the gate was open. So I'm like, all right, well, they invited me in. You couldn't really see the address. I realized when I looked back at the address, it was behind the gate, on another pillar behind the gate. So I get there and there's a brown lab dog there, and I'm like, well, they're gonna either come out and get their food, or they'll get it within a few seconds of putting the food there. So I'm talking to the dog. He seems nice. He's got a ball in his mouth, wants me to play fetch with him. And I leave the food order there, take the picture, and immediately after I get in the car, start driving down the driveway, that neighbor says that's the wrong house, because they obviously saw the picture I sent. And I'm like, crap. I go to back in and walk up to the porch, and the dog is protecting the food like it's his. Does this huge growl. Frickin' nips my hip. And so I threw my knee up in his face, yelled no, and then proceeded to scoot the food away from him with my foot. Scooted it a couple feet, scooted it a couple more feet, and got about 10 feet away from him before I bent down and picked up that bag, because I could just tell he was waiting for me to bend down. He was going to attack my face. And just had to keep yelling no in a deep voice at the dog about 4 or 5 times, and proceeded to deliver the food to the correct customer. Unbelievable. You just don't know sometimes what you're going to run into every day door dashing. But he didn't. He barely got my hip. There's barely even a red mark. So I got lucky on that one. Unreal. Anyways, I'm not done dashing today. I'm gonna stay at it here. Let's see how the rest of my day goes. Golly. Oh man, what an interesting day today. So, just picked up another order for that Safeway order, $32. And I got that order delivered here by 4:30, and so I knock on the door. It says, you know, knock on the door. I will come get the items from you, and I have to scan her ID for a couple bottles of Chardonnay. So I knock on the door and hear this freaking dog's jumping up on the door, barking super loud, jumping up on the door. Another good-sized dog. And I'm just like, oh, here we go again. Going back-to-back dog orders, huh? So I am sitting around there waiting for the gal to respond, and I hear like this voice. I can't get there. Just leave the groceries there and take the alcohol back. I'm like, oh man. Okay, no problem, lady. So couldn't scan her ID. Left the groceries. Got the bottles in the back of my trunk. Now driving them all the way back. 5 miles back to the Safeway. So is what it is. And you know what? DoorDash, I reached out to customer support. They're going to give me half pay on the alcohol return, which who knows what's that going to be. I'm going to guess $8 maybe. We'll see. I'll take a screenshot of it. All right, anyways, heading to Safeway. So that was a little bit of an ordeal. Had to call customer support and return the alcohol, and then just use my Doordash red card, but seemed like it wasted my time. We'll see how much the half pay is on this. So I still haven't seen the money go into the account, and it looks like Doordash changed up the way you return things. Before, there would be a pop-up menu. I could select the items, what to return. Now it just says complete order, and then I got to, waste more time contacting customer support, obviously, to make sure that I'm going to get my half pay, instead of going through the app and following the steps and then returning it and getting my half pay right then once I completed the steps. Now they make it even harder, obviously, for you to return items, which I'm not happy about. It's just more work for me, of course, less work for them. But the thing is, then I got to contact customer support. It's more work for everybody. So figure it out on the app and get it correct on the app, and then we can all be happy. We all don't have to, stress about it, and proceed on our next dash and make more money, and be more reliable for the company. So, all right, well, it looks like we got another shopping order. Yep, they got me stuck in this algorithm. Let's go ahead and check it out. It looks like it's for Safeway. I'll see you guys. Right. All right, my man, thank you again. Have a good day. So we got this last offer. Pretty good, solid offer for $50 for a double drop-off. And the last drop-off is real close to my house, within a couple miles. So killer order, had to take that one. It's about 6:15 p.m. right now. I should be done, a little after 6:30. And we'll chalk up today about 6.5 hours. And I'm going to estimate about $175. I don't know exactly, because I'll still be waiting on Doordash to give me the money for the alcohol refund that I did there. So I estimate that to be around $10, and that might not even come through tonight. Sometimes you can't really count on Doordash. You have to keep bugging them and to get your money in. And other times they'll say, oh, it's 24-hour wait. Oh, it's 48-hour wait. But 90% of the time they have paid me within a couple hours of it. So I expect it to come through tonight. I'll keep you guys updated on that. I know it's not that big of a deal, but I'm going to estimate $175 for 6.5 hours. We had a nice solid day today. Kept busy. Did a lot of shopping orders, as I expected, on a Friday. And it's my mother's birthday, so I gotta check out here right during the dinner time shift here, when it's going to be hot, and there's going to be some catering orders for sure, and some good dinner orders at 6:15 here in the area. So unfortunately can't do dinner time. I'm gonna call it a night, go celebrate with my mom and my kids over at her house. She turned 70 today, so happy birthday to my mom, Diane. She's 70 years old, and we're gonna have some pizza, hang over there at the house, and enjoy spending time with her. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe. More videos will be coming. Appreciate you guys. Good night.